Good morning, beautiful Lalaine. I'm going to be busy most of this week, and then Saturday I got to take my dad to a doctor's appointment and everything. I've been having to take him to a lot of different doctor's appointments and specialists and stuff. And so I might not have a chance to do a YouTube video for the 4th of July. So I figured I'd make kind of an early YouTube video wishing you a happy 4th of July. And, reason I wanted to do it is because I was thinking about that time where I saw you when you were younger and you did an interview where you were talking about how you liked the 4th of July and get together with family for barbecues and stuff. And the way you put that adorable chin of yours up in the air, and you have the most beautiful jawline. It's so symmetrical and everything, and just you're so cute, and with your high cheekbones and the freckle that's here on your chin, the freckle that's there and everything, and your cute nose and those beautiful luscious lips. I mean, you were about the most kissable girl I've ever seen in my whole life. But anyway, just the way you said the word family, and your eyes sparkled and everything, your beautiful brown eyes, and I thought it was just so sweet. And I hope that this coming 4th of July that you'll have a really good time with your family and everything. And I just wanted to tell you God bless and everything, just in case I don't have a chance to make a video later on. Right now, early this morning, there's a little bit of a thunderstorm outside, kind of off and on. So if you hear thunder, that's what it is. But anyways, you might have noticed that I'm not really dressed for 4th of July. I'm wearing green. It's more like St. Patrick's Day. But the reason I'm wearing this shirt is because, if you can see, it's got a picture of a guitar on it. And the reason I wanted a shirt with a picture of a guitar on it is because I happen to have a guitar right here. And I was thinking what I would do is I would play beautiful music for you and serenade you, and that you would fall madly in love with me, and we can run off together and live happily ever after. But then I remembered I don't know how to play the guitar. In fact, I think at playing pretty much any kind of musical instrument. God gives us all different talents and everything, and I'm a very talented person. I'm well read. I'm very skilled at work and everything. I'm good at electrical and all kinds of things, and of course I'm very athletic. On my MySpace site, I got to put up things on like my old letter and my medals and clips of me in the newspaper and stuff like that, because I was very much an athlete, But you, on the other hand, you're extremely skilled when it comes to musical stuff and all that. I'm a fair singer, but I'm not nearly as skilled as you. And I wanted to comment on your MySpace site. You put up that kind of comedy bit video, and I want to say I thought that was very cute and funny and everything. And I know it got a little bit of criticism and everything, but I don't take that too seriously. I mean, I grew up watching things like Saturday Night Live, Monty Python, Living Color, Benny Hill, Three Stooges. So in my opinion, kind of goofy, cheesy comedies are an art form, So I thought it was pretty cool, And you might have did it for fun, but I thought it was pretty talented. And you can't please everybody all the time, And the worst I could say about it is I think that because it used a little bit of choice language in there, you probably should have had a warning saying not for younger viewers, unless they're Swedish. You see, I've got relatives from different parts of Europe, all the way from Portugal to Sweden. And in Sweden, the F word is actually not considered a curse word. I mean, just like here in the United States, bloody is not considered a curse word, but in Britain it's considered a horrible curse word. And the F word, you can use, it's just a commonly used word. You can say it in front of children, whatever, and people don't think anything of it. And of course, in this country, people will think that there's some Bible verse against it or something like that. And generally speaking, I think because of our culture, we should kind of use it only in certain contexts or whatever. And but it's not like a black and white rule on it. But people will add a lot of things to the Bible. It's just simply not found in the Bible. Of course, that's especially true when it comes to human sexuality. I mean, people will have all kinds of ridiculously strict rules on sex that they associate with Christianity, which, if you look at history and you take a holistic approach to Bible interpretation, it just doesn't stand up to reasoning. And in fact, the truth is that you get the more conservative theological views. Actually, their origin was mainly influenced by pagan philosophy. And historically, the main reason, like certain groups, such as the Anabaptists, the forerunners of the Baptists, which were actually, if anything, a little overly liberal on sex. The main reason that they have not lasted in the modern times is those with the more conservative views, which were highly influenced by pagan philosophy, went around, killing Christians with the more liberal views on human sexuality. I mean, burning them at the stake and whatnot, And that's, basically they kill them all off, But even though it's true that, in my personal opinion, people are, associate Christianity with all kinds of strict rules on sex that are not valid, still, there are some theologians that go a little bit overboard these days. I shop at the Whole Wheatery a lot, and I got this book at the Whole Wheatery, and it's called What the Bible Really Says About Sex, and it's by a guy named Gover or something like that. And generally speaking, I have to say I agree with a lot of what he says, but in certain areas I think he goes too far. And the main thing I can think of is he seems to be okay with pornography. And in my opinion, pornography is very, very wrong. And now, it's not, overall I'm not a sexually conservative person, but in fact I kind of live by a philosophy that, in my personal opinion, there's way too much sex on TV, way too much sex on the internet, and not enough sex in real life. And, I think that's true to a large degree. And I think pornography is unnatural, unhealthy, and I think that indirectly it leads to sexual repression. All you have to do is look at, the state in this union that consumes the most pornography is Utah. And yet, in other ways, they're, ridiculously conservative. So that kind of goes, kind of proves my philosophy on that. There's too much sex on TV, too much sex on the internet, not enough sex in real life. But, there's other areas that I thought he just went a little bit too far on and stuff. And one thing is, even though I'm a sexually liberal person, I do believe in a sensible, healthy moderation and everything. And, it's kind of like, one thing that, this Gover guy didn't consider is it's kind of a philosophy that Gandhi talked about. And I kind of presented a similar thing when I was kind of doing a men's preaching night thing, where it was, I was talking about, how if you put too much of your heart into anxiety and fear and stuff like that, you don't have enough room left over to love people. And it's kind of similar to a concept that Gandhi had, and he basically had a view that if you spend all your time lusting after people, you won't have any energy or room in your heart left to have love for other people. And I think that is true to a degree. However, I want to emphasize Gandhi was way too conservative on sex. I'm much more liberal on sex than Gandhi was. And but it does kind of go with a concept that I have that we all have limited emotional resources. And we gotta kind of tone down our lust and stuff and everything to a degree, especially when it comes to things like anxiety, fear, and anger. Which, if you look into the Bible, I mean, anger is definitely without question considered a form of lust. And you get like the verse, is it Ephesians? I think it's Ephesians 4:6 or something like that. I can't remember. And it says, be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication let your requests be known unto God. And that's important. You got to try not to let your heart be anxious and everything, and try to stay relaxed and be easy, because that way your heart can open up to have it being filled with love. And Lalaine, I hope this coming 4th of July that you'll be able to relax and have it easy with your family and just have your heart filled with love for them and really have a good communion with them. And I just want to tell you, keep on doing those videos and everything. And I know you're going to get better and better over time and really impress people. I thought the one you did already was pretty good, but because I like kind of goofy comedy bits, like Monty Python and Benny Hill. And one thing about Benny Hill is I grew up on Benny Hill. And a little parenting advice for people. If you don't want your child to grow up to be a goofy, kind of perverted weirdo like me, do not allow them to watch Benny Hill. I mean, this is a very important parenting skill. Don't want your child to grow up like me. Don't let them watch Benny Hill. But anyways, once again, Lalaine, I hope you have a really good, happy 4th of July. And I just want to tell you, God bless you, and I adore you. And I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.